Hi, this is Lisa speaking to The View. There's something poking out of that drawer there, a little blue bit. Must be. Oh, I think there's a little bit of my underwear sticking out. See, that's a story that I tell about what's going on inside that drawer. There was nothing going on inside that drawer from here. What could be going on inside that drawer? There is no inside of that drawer. The idea of there being a drawer there is a story. It's a story about that picture, about what's going on inside that box. But it's not separate, so there's nothing going on inside that box because it's not a box. It's not separate from what looks like wallpaper beside it. That's not wallpaper. I mean, that's a story. There's a story there about there being a wall and that some paper was put up there at some stage. And there was some guy, some paper hanger doing it. Just going to move it a little bit. See, there's a story. If I look at that peak in the material there, see, look, there's a word, material. There's a story that goes with material. So if I strip that story away, what have I got? I've still got a peak. Because a peak kind of describes what's being seen. And that's okay. There's no story about that. That's just a description. There's a peak. It looks like a mountain peak. I mean, you can tell a story about what a mountain peak is, because at the moment there is no mountain. There's no mountain peaks. There's nothing. There's only just this view. That's all there is. There's nothing else anywhere. I mean, what's that story like when you just sit with that there's nothing else but this? What happens to all the stories about yourself? I mean, they disappear. They have to disappear. You can try and hold on to them as much as you like, but in this present moment, those stories are just stories about anything other than what happened, what is happening, what happened. What happened? I'm here. I'm here. This view is here. This view is here. What happened? Well, where's the happening? Where's the happening other than this? There is no other happening. There's thoughts of other happenings having happened before this moment. See, this moment, the word moment is such a misnomer. There's only this moment. Well, actually, if you say there's only this moment, then that just begs the question of where are the other moments? There is no other moment. There's only this. And I won't say there's only this moment. And sometimes I do say there's only this moment. As a figure of speech, I guess. Depends on what level I'm vibrating at. I mean, I don't understand why people haven't cottoned on to what's on my website, my YouTube channel. I mean, that's truth, man. That's truth that's being spoken there. And I can't understand why you fellas don't get it. Why don't you get that that's truth? Where are all the people who are seeking truth? Who are really, genuinely seeking truth? Where are they? Because if you genuinely seek truth, then you'll find it. If you genuinely seek it. But you've got to keep looking until you really find it. You can't just pitch your tent anywhere you like and just sit there and say, right, I found truth now. Because if it doesn't match up with the ultimate truth, then it's not fucking truth, is it? It's not truth. You've got some little mixed up version with some truth. Definitely some. Everything's got some truth in it. I mean, there's some things that I guess are absolute zero in terms of truth. What would they be? If there's anything other than one thing here, God, anything other than that is not truth. And if it's a tiny little bit not true, then it's just, it's tainted then, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I guess you can, exaggeration is something that everyone does. I do it. Lisa does it. In the story, in the script. And then the whole idea of me talking about stories and scripts, all I've got is this. It's just bizarre. But there's the story coming out of this mouth. This mouth. What mouth? From here, there's no mouth. That would require there to be a sense of being inside a body. Operating mouth. I mean, God, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's just speaking happening. There's speaking happening, and there's certainly no conscious volition over the speaking or what the content of the speaking is. There's no conscious volition over that. Just whatever is coming out of the mouth comes out of the mouth, and the being, I was about to describe myself as a being. I can't describe myself as a being. I'm not a being, because that would require there to be a singular thing here. And there is no singular thing here. There's only this experience. I was going to say ongoing. See, that doesn't make sense. Saying ongoing doesn't make sense. Because that would suggest that there's a moment before this one and a moment after. And there's not. There's not. At all. And, I mean, then you're sort of squeezing into, oh gosh, well, what is it then? How do I quantify what this is? You can't. There is no quantification that can be done on this. You just can't do it in any way. Can't be quantified. I mean, just, I can quantify it down to saying, view of bedroom. Yeah, I guess I could. But, all the stories that go with it in this moment and the potential for more stories, I mean, that makes it unquantifiable. I mean, that's the beauty of it. It's so miraculous. What exists in this moment, just here with us, the potential for, I was about to say other moments to exist. I mean, how does that work? How does that work? I mean, I just don't know. I don't actually know how it works. I mean, I've got theories and I've got ideas, but sort of fundamentally I don't know how the magic happens. I just know that it's magic. It's a force. It's a magic force. And I mean, it truly is magic. Like it's divine magic. I mean, what do Christians and whoever else is against spirituality in that form, what is it that they think that God uses in order to make shit happen? It's magic. And yeah, people have used magic for black purposes. Yeah, they have. But I mean, it's souls playing here. It's not little egos playing. It's souls playing. So, we play hard. Souls play hard in the playground that is Earth and other playgrounds. Earth's not the only playground for souls. Gosh. I mean, Earth is lovely and everything, but, there are other places for souls to hang out in the universe. Let's put little quotes around that. In the universe. That's my cat, Onyx. He's just gone, come on the bed, and now he wants to eat my oats. And there's so much of it there. I think he could have a sore tummy if he doesn't watch himself. So he can have a little bit and that's it. I don't think he wants much more anyway. Oh no, it's still going. So, how do I account for the experience of a cat? And is the cat an other? Well, no. How do I account for the experience of the cat? Well, so that can be really difficult at some levels. I can't account for it at all. I don't know what because there's no story about a cat, where I got the cat from and everything. I mean, if it's not separate from the picture, the story of its own. At some levels it is, but ultimately not. So ultimately it's all one, and therefore any story about the moment, any story about now, and how now got here. Well, see, if you're trying to talk about how now got here, then you're stepping outside of now. in order to do it. And how can you do that? You can't step outside of now to tell a story about now when there is only now. If you're having to go to some other moment other than now, then you're automatically getting into the bullshit territory. I don't want to stop like that now. Ooh. Yeah, that's enough for you, matey. No, it was tasty, was it? You've got cat food, mate. Oh, well. So how long am I going to make this video? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. However long they are, they are. I mean, there's part of me that is quite frustrated and just saying, for fuck's sake, will you guys get your shit together? Like, get your shit together and come to me so we can sort this out. That's what it feels like to me. There's frustration there. And then, you know, at other levels I can see it and say, oh, well, you know, it's all going exactly according to plan. And I can't make it go any faster because it's as fast as the spirit can manifest it for me. So, well, you know, what do you do? And now I'm talking about manifesting, which means, you know, I'm assuming that there's some other moment other than now. Well, it feels like there is. It does. It feels like there is. And while it feels like there is, I like to work with that actually being the case. And there being some sort of line, I guess, that I can look down on and go, oh yes, timeline. It started there and it ended there. Well, I can't.